Yep.
Call to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moment of silence. Okay, thank you. Okay, first, is there any public input on any agenda items today? Yes?
Actually,
This is only for the Board of Elections.
Yeah,
This
we're
isn't
doing
the
we
regular
have an
meeting.
election board meeting first and then a salary board, and then we'll
Yes.
get to the regular meeting. And,
You're okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
And actually, what we might do is, rather than have you speak as a general member of the public, is when we get to that item, we might ask you to refer to it. Thank you.
Sorry. Right, we're only on the Board of Elections meeting right now. Is there any public input? Okay, then I'm going to pass on to Mary Rose, our Chief Clerk, to read the motions and the announcements.
A motion is needed to approve and dispense with the reading of the minutes of December 1st, 2015 Election Board meeting and the January 4th, 2016 reorganizational meeting.
Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
A second?
Any questions? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
A motion is needed authorizing the election board to ratify the signing of the following report on behalf of the election office. Certification of county maintenance of effort report for January 1st, 2015 through December 31st, 2015.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Announcements. The last day to register before the general primary is Monday, March 28th, 2016. The general primary is Tuesday, April 26th, 2016.
Is there any old business? Any new business? I guess this would just be any other public input as far as the election board? Okay, then I call recess.
Okay. I will call to order the salary board meeting. And is there public input on agenda items only? And actually, this might be a good time to just mention there are a number of items that we are tabling that sort of came in late. We want to be in the habit of making sure that we're reviewing things thoroughly before we're putting them to a vote, out of respect to each other and the people who are making the requests. So, Mary Rose, I think it was...
Number 6,
Okay.
7, 10, and 11 are tabled until the next salary board.
And we will, it's anticipated we will be calling a salary board meeting even prior to our next regularly scheduled public meeting to take care of some other issues as well, so it'll be addressed then. So I appreciate the patience of the folks who have made the requests, and we'll work to get that done as quickly as we can.
So that estimate like mid-February?
I would think, yeah.
Okay.
That's something. Okay. So, again, is there any public input on the remaining agenda items only? Okay, seeing none.
A motion is needed to approve and dispense with the reading of the minutes of the November 10th, 2015 salary board meeting and the January 4th, 2016 reorganizational salary board meeting.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Yep, motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion? There being none, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
A motion is needed to add a part-time special deputy position in the sheriff's office at an hourly rate of $12 per hour with a maximum of 19 hours per week.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Okay.
On the
all in
question,
favor?
Commissioner,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to abstain from this vote. This was not on the agenda that I had received yesterday.
Which one?
Create a deputy.
On the okay, all right.
We're on 5, right?
Yes.
We're on 4.
No,
I'm sorry.
We're on 4.
No, I'm fine with 4. I'm sorry.
Okay.
questions then.
So if there's no questions, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign?
A motion is needed to
Motion
create a deputy position in the sheriff's office.
I'll make the motion.
Second it.
So the motion's been made and seconded. The discussion from before is
Sorry about
applicable
that.
to
I will
this
be
now?
abstaining from this vote.
Okay.
The question?
Is there any other comment on the question?
I have one. Just to let everybody what happened here, this was in our new amended budget. We moved the money that was allotted by the prior board from the Prothonotari's office for cost collection, and we reallocated the money to the sheriff's office for the same purpose. So we didn't add anything additional, we just moved money from one office to another office that we felt was more appropriate for cost collections.
And this has no impact on our budget whatsoever.
No, we actually,
We
we
already-
budgeted for this. Well, we actually didn't budget for this. The prior board created a position in the Prothonotari's office and funded it, and then we reallocated the money.
Okay. Is there any further comment on the question?
Yes.
Yep.
Mr. Commissioner, the money that was allocated from the Prothonotari's office, is that going to cover the request that I submitted? Because I think there were two different numbers.
Yeah, that covered most of it, just to clarify, and there was some additional there were other changes that we had mentioned previously, other personnel changes. We had some people who took the early retirement in other departments where, rather than replace those positions, we absorbed them into others and absorbed that function and came up with some other savings. So that covered the remainder of that, as well as some other funding of other departments that we.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have no further questions.
And we should take a roll call vote, and actually, we probably should go back on number 4, should have been a roll call, and including the sheriff, just so that's on the record. But why don't we take care of 5, maybe we can go back and do the roll call for number 4. Do you want to do a roll call, please?
For number 4,
For number 5.
for number 5, okay. Sheriff Wolf,
Yes.
Commissioner Best,
Yes.
Commissioner Chickatano.
Yes.
Chairman Shaw,
Yes.
Controller Grayson.
Abstain.
Okay. The motion passes. If we could go back, there was already a motion and a second for number 4, but we should conduct a roll call for number 4 as well.
Sheriff Wolf,
Yes.
Commissioner Best,
Yes.
Commissioner Chickatano.
Yes.
Chairman Shaw,
Yes.
Controller Grayson.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. We're on, I guess, to number 8.
Agreed. A motion is needed to take a full-time position in the Special and Conflicts Council and create a part-time position of Dependency Court Counsel and a part-time position of Conflicts Counsel as per union contract.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, is there a
I'll
second?
second it.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second. Any discussion on the item?
Attorney Lieberman, do you want to say anything, or?
Thank you, Madam Commissioner. I have discussed this with several members of the board, and I think you are aware of the gigantic caseload that our office has to deal with, and particularly as it has increased in the past few years. And as per our discussion, we think that this position is essential for the court to operate in an orderly and efficient manner. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we did speak with Ty Cease, who is in charge of their union. We met and discussed with him, and I see this really as a short-term solution. We need to address a long-term solution to the case management, because the caseload has really climbed in that office. I think we used to have 2 full-time conflicts counsel some time ago, and then it used to be the exception that things would end up in that office, and now there seems to be a steady stream of caseload.
This is my second term of office in that, second term in that office. I was conflicts counsel in the 1990s, and the caseload, as we discussed, has expanded geometrically. I would say it's at least 3 or 4 times what it was back then.
So there's 2 full-time, right, and this will be 2 part-time?
The new situation, as I understand it, is that there will be 2 full-time attorneys and 3 part-time attorneys.
And the one was already there, right? Correct? That was the independent counsel.
And, we, as you know, we had some discussions with you, and you were instrumental in putting this together in terms of how to address the situation. We were able to do it, frankly, without increasing the costs in that department. In fact, there was some savings, and there's some, we've managed to do that by virtue of the fact that we have some people who are going part-time, and so you aren't incurring some of the benefit costs. So, I want to thank you for your input and for the people in your department really coming forward to provide, let us know not only of the issue, but to provide a solution for it as well. That was very much appreciated.
Appreciate your patience. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, any further discussion on the item? Okay, we'll do a roll call vote on all of these, so please do a roll call vote.
I'm going to start with Controller Grayson,
Yes.
Commissioner Best,
Yes.
Commissioner Chickatano.
Yes.
Chairman Shaw.
Yes. Okay, motion passes. Item number 9.
A motion is needed to create the position of Administrative Assistant in Special and Conflicts Counsel at an above starting salary of $32,842.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any further discussion on the item?
Well, again, we restructured the Conflicts Council to take one full-time position, turn it into 2 part-times. The attorneys that are assuming that position are taking the waivers on the health care. So with the small amount in the budget, we are giving it to Beth Anisi, who is currently classified as the legal secretary. She's going to be taking on more of the administrative duties now that we've restructured the office. And Beth, how long have you been with the county?
34 years in May.
So, yeah, well deserved.
Okay, any further comment? Okay, if we have a roll call vote, please.
Controller Grayson,
Yes.
Commissioner Best,
Yes.
Commissioner Chickatano.
Yes.
Chairman Shaw.
Yes, motion passes. I guess that puts us then to item number 12, since we've tabled the other 2.
A motion to increase the hours of the detective in the district attorney's office from 20 hours per week to 24 hours per week.
So moved.
There's a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Okay, no discussion. If we could please have a roll call vote.
District Attorney Matalevich,
Yes.
Controller Grayson,
I will abstain from this vote. This was not on my original agenda.
Commissioner Best,
Yes, I agree it wasn't on this morning, and I apologize. When you spoke to me, it was not on mine either. But we did budget for it, right, Tony?
It was one of the things that we had discussed.
Consolidation, but two
Right.
were not moved.
Understand. Yes.
Commissioner Chickatano.
Yes.
Chairman Shaw.
Yes. Okay, motion passes. And Chris, also, I do apologize. That was why some of these things, I think none of us saw them for whatever reason till the end.
Right, and I know they were,
Yeah.
both of those items were, and the tabled ones were, both of these gentlemen sent us the information, but I
They
didn't
did.
think they were going to be on today's agenda.
Okay.
We didn't think that, and I appreciate Mr. Piccarelli was able to have Ty Cease do the meet and discuss as we're required to do. We didn't think that would all happen in one day, so that's what happened.
And it's not the point that we don't want to approve it. It's just the point that we wanted time to look at it better, so that has nothing to do with whether it will be approved or not. We just would like things given to us so we can at least talk about it in a time that we'd have time to do that. It was too late today.
Well, and if I may add, my first day was yesterday, and I think when I'm here full-time, we would be able to gather the information and have a more timely process, so I'll be more familiar with the procedures too, so,
We'll get better.
yeah.
And District Attorney Matalevich, I apologize because I think I told you if it was okay with Ty, then we were going to do it. And I just never, and Joe's really good and on the ball, and he had that meeting done today, like I think an hour ago. So,
I'm surprised too that it went through in an hour and a half.
right. So, I mean, that's great. I applaud that because that's not an easy task to do. We want to keep our relations with TICES and all the unions positive. I just didn't think it would be that efficient of a process, so the other two commissioners weren't aware of that or any of that, so.
We didn't even get a chance to talk
No.
to Joe or anything yet, so we'll get to it.
I understand, I was on council for,
All right.
I didn't like it either.
We appreciate your patience. Okay, is there any old business to come before the board? Seeing none, any new business? Any further public input? Seeing none, I will recess to call the chair. Okay, we'll now move on to our regular public meeting of the commissioners. I'll call the meeting to order. Is there any citizens' input on agenda items only? Actually, maybe we'll take you at the actual time that we do, because I wouldn't consider you just a member of the general public. You're here to speak about a specific item on the project's behalf. So, being no citizen input, item number 3.
A motion is needed to approve the Commissioners' public meeting minutes of Tuesday, December 22nd, 2015, Tuesday, December 30th, 2015, and the reorganizational meeting minutes of Monday, January 4th, 2016.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Any further input? All in favor, state aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes.
A motion is needed to pay all county and liquid fuel payrolls as submitted by the Human Resource Office for payroll number 1 in the amount of $662,409.76, and payroll number 2 in the amount of $709,354.33.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. Any comment on the question? There being none, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
A motion is needed to pay all county and liquid fuel bills as submitted by the county controller in the amount of $6,605,862.91 from January 2nd, 2016 to January 29th, 2016.
So moved.
I have the second.
Okay, any comment on the question? Being none, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Announcements. The Courthouse, Administration Center, and related county facilities will be closed on Monday, February 15th, 2016, in observance of President's Day. A work session will be held on Tuesday, February 16th, 2016, beginning at 10 a.m. The next regular public meeting will be held on Tuesday, March 1st, 2016, at 1 p.m. in the public meeting room at the Administration Center, 399 Stadium Drive, Sunbury. Commissioner Best will be holding in-office workshop days on February 8th and 22nd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. A dress down day was held on Friday, January 29th to benefit Northumberland County Veterans Emergency Fund as requested by the Veterans Affairs Director, Belinda Albright. A motion is needed to adopt the final amended 2016 county budget.
Make the motion?
Okay, is there a second?
Second it.
Okay, any further comment on the question? I'd just like to comment to thank both my colleagues as well as the department heads and row officers for all really working collaboratively to come up with this amended budget. We were able to make some changes, to put emphasis on some of the things we wanted to put emphasis on. There was, debate, but it was lively but friendly, I think, in the discussions, and we were able to make some of those changes without increasing any taxes in the general fund, and we have left the debt service tax. There was no additional increase in that as well from what was approved by the prior board. So, thank you. Okay.
A
Oh, I'm
motion
sorry.
is needed to approve the
No,
employee.
we need to vote on. Yeah. Oh, that should be a roll call vote. Okay.
Commissioner Best?
Yes.
Commissioner Chickatowski?
Yes.
Chairman Shaw?
Yes. Motion passes.
A motion is needed to approve the employees' status sheet list of new hires, individuals no longer employed, promotions, demotions, and transfers.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? There being none, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
A motion is needed to appoint Jeffrey Reed to the Drug and Alcohol Advisory Board for a term beginning January 1st, 2016, and ending December 31st, 2018.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
A motion is needed to reappoint the following individuals to the Children and Youth Advisory Board for a term beginning January 1st, 2016, and ending December 31st, 2018. Mary Jo Cristiano, Stephanie Michaels, Cheryl M. Rose, Darry Reichly, and Slade Schreck.
So move.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further comment on the question? All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
A motion is needed authorizing the chairman to sign the certification of county funds form for the year 2016, designating $10,000 for the Agricultural Land Preservation Program.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
A motion is needed for the commissioners to sign the state tax equalization voucher form for transfers of real estate tax for the month of December 2015 as submitted by the assessment office.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
A motion is needed to appoint Commissioner Kimberly Best to the Records Improvement Committee.
So moved.
I'll second. Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any comment on the question?
Just that I look forward to assuming this position. Already had maintenance working on some possibilities to get those records up and out of the basement of our courthouse, because I think once we're able to do that and designate a spot and a location for these records, some grants will be able to be received, because it was impossible to apply for grants and have them given to us when we didn't have a location for the grants to make the improvements. So I think step one is to gather them, get them up out of the courthouse into a new safe location. So just to let everybody know that we're working on that.
Any further comment? All right, there being none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Okay, motion passes.
A motion is needed to approve the delegation of signatories for the State Civil Service Commission for Area Agency of Aging.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any comment on the question? Okay, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
A motion is needed to rescind resolution.
Actually, that was the one I think we discovered where that is needed, so we'll table that. Yeah.
You want to table that?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
On to 16. A motion is needed to rescind resolution number 155-15, a purchase of service agreement for Deborah Kaleda on behalf of the Sheriff's Office.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any comment on the question?
Just by way of information for the public, 16 and 17, if you refer back to salary board, what the sheriff did was take one part-time position and split it. So they're each doing one part-time. They're taking those hours. So that's when you referred back to the special deputy. These women are moving from the end of their contract into these other positions. Two people splitting one part-time position. Right, Sheriff?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Is there any further comment? Okay, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
A motion is needed to rescind resolution number 156-15, a purchase of service agreement for Bernadette Chandy on behalf of the Sheriff's Office.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion's made and seconded. Any comment on the question? Okay, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
A motion is needed to authorize payment of $250 to the City of Sunbury for rental property registrations.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
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 Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
A A motion is needed for approval for the Department of Public Safety to purchase a 2004 International Hackney Hazmat at an offer of $22,500.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any comment on the question? Okay. All in favor, state aye.
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 Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
A motion is needed for the chairman to sign the 2016 Emergency Performance Grant Annual Application to support personnel costs within the Department of Public Safety.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
A motion is needed for permission to advertise the following. Area Agency on Aging will hold a public hearing on 2016-2017 budget proposal on Thursday, February 25th, 2016 at 9 a.m. at the Northumberland County Area Agency on Aging Complex at 322 North 2nd Street, Sunbury.
So moved.
Second.
The motion's been made and seconded. Any further comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
A motion to authorize the chairman to execute a consulting service agreement with former Tax Claim Bureau Director Jan Nestico to prepare for and appear at the Persavage versus Tax Claim Bureau and Miller versus Tax Claim Bureau hearings on behalf of the Tax Claim Bureau and to attend any necessary preparation as deemed necessary by Vincent Revito Esquire, not to exceed a total of 10 total hours at a rate of $35 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Any comment on the question?
The comment is this is another creative way to save money. There's a busy season in that office, so there's sometimes that we need somebody for a short period of time, and rather than hire someone year-round, I believe we're just extending
Well,
this,
and I
right?
think,
We're keeping
yeah.
her on and adding some hours for the busy season.
And I think also this one she had particular knowledge of, and she'll be able to testify, give
Right.
provide testimony.
To testify.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Any further comment on the question? Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
A motion is needed to allocate monies from the Act 137 Affordable Housing Fund to the Housing Development Corporation of Northumberland County in the amount of $100,000 in accordance with the preliminary letter of intent dated January 26, 2016, contingent upon securing funding for a project in Cole Township.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. Any further comment on the question?
Again, just to elicit information, this money is going to be used to try to leverage the money for a project in Cole Township to build what types of housing, like step-down housings next to Mountain View Manor.
Yeah, it's at the old Mountain View Manor complex, aside from it, the old brick building. And for us, the $100,000 starts the process that show we have interest for them to get state grants. So,
And also, just so people understand, we only do this every once in a while, but the funds themselves, this Act 137 fund is funds that are accumulated, I believe, on fees that are levied on filings done in the
Right.
Register and Recorder's Office. So it builds up over time, and then people can make application for these types of projects, particularly for low to moderate income housing projects in the county. So this isn't this isn't coming out of our general
Right.
fund tax dollars or anything like that.
I think they said we had something like $300,000 in the account right now, so our account is still fine.
It's an account that's set aside from the general
Just for
fund,
this.
and if they aren't able to secure the funds, the money goes back into the account.
Any other comment on that? Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
A motion is needed to allocate monies from Act 137 Affordable Housing Fund to the Greater Shamokin Area Housing Development Corporation in the amount of $50,000 in accordance with the preliminary letter of intent dated August 29, 2014, contingent upon securing funding for a project in Shamokin.
So moved.
Second.
Second. Motion's been made and second. I think we have a guest here to speak to the project.
My name is Ron Miller, I'm Executive Director of the Shamokin Housing Authority. And we had started a project, and I'll give you a I don't know if it's proper or not to distribute, but here's basically what our project is. Most of the time, the commissioners get a recommendation and don't get to see what the project is. Mr. Chickatano, Commissioner Chickatano.
Yes.
Familiar with that site.
Yes.
And what we have is we have a housing preservation program along with an affordable housing program being put together, and it has currently received favorable response from PHFA to work with this project. One of the main reasons I would like to speak is that I had submitted this application prior and received no action on it, and I had called your planning office last week, and the staff there was fantastic. They processed that application, they called a meeting of the Affordable Housing Board, and in 4 days, I had notification that this project had been approved by the Affordable Housing Board and was going to be forwarded to the commissioners. I mean, that's fantastic. The efficiency on that is almost unbelievable how fast that was done. And most of the times, people that work in public offices don't get credit for what they do. But your community planning was over and above anything I had ever seen in working with Public Works, and your Affordable Housing Committee that you have acted on it within 3 days. And it's really nice to be able to work with such efficiency. This project, if it is approved by the commissioners, will be proceeded to PHFA, which is in a very narrow time frame for us. So if it is approved, then tomorrow, then we will start the process with PHFA to relay this information to them. This was supposed to be completed by January 28th. There was a slight delay with PHFA with their legal department. So hopefully that's, how should you say, hopefully it'll be secured in time and the information will be given in time so it can be allocated and properly identified in our proposal. If you have any questions on it, you can call me at the Housing Authority of the City of Shamokin, or if you have any questions that you want answered, now or after the meeting, I'll be available for you.
Okay,
Okay?
good, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, there's been a motion made and seconded. Is there any further comment on the question? There being none, all in favor state aye.
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 Any opposed, same sign. Okay, motion passes. Thank you. Thank you as well.
A motion is needed to approve the following reports. The Central Services Cost Allocation Plan for Northumberland County for the year ended December 31st, 2014. Coal Royalty Report. 4 operators report collections of $11,542.55 for the month of December 2015. Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, 911 Office Wireless Funding Reconciliation Report for the period of July 1, 2014 to July 31st, 2015. The Tax Claim Bureau reported a total of $130,433.36 collected in taxes for the period of January 4th, 2016 to January 31st, 2016.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
A motion is needed to ratify the signing of the change of signatures referencing the new Board of Commissioners, Richard J. Schock, Samuel J. Chickatano, and Kimberly L. Best for the following banks: BB&T Bank and Northumberland National Bank.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any comment on the question?
Sam, is your name spelled right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
There you go.
Mine is as well, so.
That being and mine, which is unusual. With that being established, is there, there's been a motion and a second. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
A motion is needed to approve the settlement agreement with the estate of Charles Picarella Jr. in the amount of $7,500.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Is there a comment on the question?
My understanding that this is a settlement that goes back to a lawsuit where we were sued because of conditions of our old prison.
It's a lawsuit, litigious inmate. Frankly, the settlement for $7,500, we're below our deductible, so a settlement at this amount, it would almost certainly cost us more than that to continue on. So while it's a practical move in settling for this amount of money.
As an attorney, and Ms. Betts knows this, they have a term called nuisance value of a suit, and I would say $7,500 falls in that category for something like this, so, all right.
Also a reminder that we needed a new prison.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any further comment?
No.
All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Okay, motion carries.
A motion is needed authorizing travel requests and attendance at the following workshops, seminars, as in accordance with the county's personal manual travel reimbursement policy.
So move.
Second.
Okay, motion's made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
A motion is needed to approve the following honorary letters. A birthday, Mrs. Esther Pardo Sundray, 104th birthday, and wedding anniversary for Mr. and Mrs. Anthony DeLasia, Marion Heights, 35th wedding anniversary.
So move.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further comment? Okay, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And now we're at number 30, the solicitor's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Motion to adopt Resolution R-916, professional services agreement between the Northumberland County Board of Commissioners on behalf of the courts and Irvin Blank and Associates for court reporting services.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-10-16, professional services agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners, Board of Commissioners on behalf of the courts, and John B. Onisi for court reporting services.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-11-16, professional services agreement between the Northumberland County Board of Commissioners on behalf of the courts and Ann E. Diggin for court reporting services.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-12-16, professional service agreement between the Northumberland County Board of Commissioners on behalf of the courts and Dawn M. Sweely for court reporting services.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-13-16, grant agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Northumberland County Emergency Management Agency and the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency for the 2015-2016 Act 165 Hazardous Material Response Fund, HMRF, in the amount of $24,858 to aid the county's Emergency Management Agency in meeting their needs, objectives, and goals. This is a ratification.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-14-16, agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Department of Public Safety 911 Center and the Pennsylvania State Police Administrator of the Commonwealth Law Enforcement Assistance Network, CLEAN, to operate terminal stations for the CLEAN network, which will allow law enforcement agencies access to National Crime Information Center files and National Law Enforcement Telecommunications Systems files.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-15-16, agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Northumberland County Tax Claim Bureau and Ms. Janet Shipe for deed preparations for various properties throughout Northumberland County for judicial and upset sales.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
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 Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-16-16, agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Department of Public Safety 911 Center and the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency, PEMA, for emergency response procedures for Northumberland County.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-17-16, sub-grantee agreement with the Mount Carmel Township, for the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development fiscal year 2013 Community Development Block Grant Program for the demolition of a blighted property.
So moved. I got it. So moved.
I'll leave that to the discretion of the chief clerk, who moved and who seconded. So, is Is there any comment on the question? Okay, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
He gets spirited as the evening wears on.
Okay, and then, okay, good.
J, motion to adopt Resolution R 18-16, Commissioners 2016 tax millage rates, general millage, and I would point out that this is keeping the millage rate the same.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R 19-16, Commissioners Budget Amendment as listed.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R 20-16, Agreements, Amendments, Revisions, Grants, Leases, and Reports between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Human, Senior, and Social Services and the named service providers as listed, numbers 1 through 5. The above agreements, amendments, revisions, grants, leases, and reports are not with county employees, nor does their organizational contract list county employees as principals in their corporation or on their board of directors.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any comment on the question? All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, is there any old business? Seeing none, is there any new business come before the board?
Yeah, I'd like the board to entertain taking a look at the salary structure, just because in our first couple of weeks here, we ran into a lot of issues where we had people take lateral moves, meaning they'd come from one department, move to another. Their classification and their job description is the same and their duties were the same. But in order to fill a position where it was needed, they would have had to take a salary cut because that classifies them as coming in on the starting salary. We had that issue in our commissioner's office. We have a confidential secretary, came from probation. That's a lateral move. She's still an administrative assistant, and she really wanted to work with us, I guess. But things like that, in my opinion, I think they really create a morale problem because sometimes some of our most devoted employees who have been here 15, 20, 30 years, a promotion opportunity will come up, and they don't want to take it, and those are the most qualified, dedicated people. Why don't they want to take it? Because if they're promoted and they assume more responsibility, they leave their union protection, they actually make less money. So we have a difficult time recruiting from within, and those are the people that we want. And we invest in them when they train them. We just ran into that situation in Children and Youth where we had a director's position become available. In order to do that, you have to pass the civil service, which all of the supervisors do beneath them. You have to have 2 years of supervisor experience, which all the supervisors did, and not one of them wanted to take that position. Why? Because they would have been taking a salary cut. So I just really think that we need to take a look. We need to value people that have been here, seniority. I think we used to have a step thing that we would apply to the salary, but I really think that we need to keep our dedicated employees. And if they make a lateral move, I don't want to see them take less money to help another department out. So I'm serious about that. I mean, I don't know what it takes, but
and I don't think we have to approve it. It's something that came up during the budget discussion, and I think for the most part, we all we recognize some of those situations. That's one of the reasons I voted against the compensation plan when they approved it, because some of those differences, those problems were obvious that they were going to occur. So I think that we should take a look at that, and we need to think through it though, and make sure, because the other thing that we're also contending with is we did do an early retirement incentive out to employees, and one of the things that was the only thing that made it make sense is that you were going to save money when you brought people in. However, that doesn't mean that necessarily that those compensation rates need to stay at where they were at in that plan. I think you can still incur those savings.
Yeah, and
so we just need to make sure we're looking at that. But no, I think when we discussed it before, I think everybody was kind of in agreement.
I have no problem when people come in, but when people are in and they just move or they're promoted, they should be making the same or more. I mean, you know,
Well, but even when people come in, you're not going to
Right.
take a management position if you can take a lower position. You know, I mean, even if they're new to the county,
Right.
they still could take a position that was further down
Right.
and possibly make more and have union protection. So,
Right.
no, I think we're all
Well,
in
we-
agreement that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, we need to address it, and until we do the salary board situation, we'd always go to the salary board. All right. I'd like to just thank everyone for showing up today.
Yeah.
There's great attendance today, and I just want to say, get involved with your government, and the three of us here, anytime you have questions or you have suggestions, please feel free to come to our office or give us a phone call. That's what we're here for, and I want to thank you for coming.
thank you. Y'all like the evening meeting, or so?
We'll do it once in a while, see how it goes.
Dinner time. All right.
All right. I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, okay. If you didn't get an opportunity to sign the sign-in sheet, if you wouldn't mind doing it, it also is helpful when we're doing the minutes, to the extent that anybody did talk or participate, we know that we have the correct spelling of the names for the minutes. Thank you all for coming, and I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We need one?
Motion made.
Thank you.
Discussion.